Welcome back to the second half of Saga the Icelanders. So this party is not very happening. It was supposed to be the social event of the season, but the knowledge that the weapons that protect these people have been sold for money, that their two protectors have gotten into a fight and one has left, like things are breaking down all over the place. Society is coming apart at the seams, and so people are just kind of pretending to have fun, but most of them are drinking heavily to forget what they've seen.
The mead is flowing.
Yeah. The mead isn't flowing in like a raise your cups to the boy kind of way.
Yeah.
It's flowing in a like, oh god, this might be the end.
I will be uncharacteristically doing my job extremely well, making sure everyone's cups are well filled.
Of course. Of course.
I mean, can I make us go hands, Chuck, to move to make this party like more better?
Yeah, that's definitely a thing you can do, especially because you can make the party more beautiful, right?
Yeah, it's going to be way better. Like I get my son.
All right, hostess.
Teaching him how to play the flute. And
Is the flute the thing that you made with your shield hands, or is it something?
The party is what I made.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
the actual, okay.
Yeah,
actual party.
She mastercrafted this fucking party, Tux.
This party will not be ruined.
It's a 2-star party, okay? You know, sometimes when you craft, you get a normal item. And when you craft real good, you get a star item. But she got a 2-star. The highest you can get. With a 13, which is pretty dang high.
This party is going to be great.
Okay, what two
Suddenly,
options do you
Steve
want to
Aoki
pick?
shows up.
It's beautiful, pleasing, or functional. What would you like it to be?
Oh, man. We're going to say it's durable and long-lasting, so this party is going to go on
Okay.
for quite a while.
We go in all night.
And someone desires it or more of it.
All right. Is it beautiful, pleasing, or functional?
I mean, I guess it's pleasing.
Okay. Yeah. What are you doing to enhance, or is this all in the past?
It's all planning. This is
All right.
this
Yeah.
has been taking lots of planning, and maybe she even it cost her something. So this is probably where the money from the weapons went.
Yeah. Ilsa especially seems to be enjoying the party for sure. And comes by to compliment you, Thordis, as part of the opening cut. So I'm imagining like a long hall with several tables in a row pushed to make one super long table, and people just kind of wandering around, heading towards the various fireplaces. At the king's seat at the end, young Call is attempting to play a flute and playing like, I don't know, the Chrono Trigger Gatto song, like, my name is Gatto, I have metal joints.
Like he's got like this backup singers singing the chorus behind him, and just
yeah, and everyone's like politely clapping. It looked like it was a bad party to start with, but once the flute started going, people are walking around. It's not so bad anymore. They enjoy the effort that you put into the food here. A lot of people are complimenting your roasted boar and mushroom mix.
yeah. And my special root beer that I claim was brewed from the root of the Yggdrasil tree.
Oh, yeah, Ilsa comes over to compliment you on this, and she's like, this is very good beer, Thordis. I'm curious as to how you make it. I don't believe the Yggdrasil tree part, but maybe share a secret between women?
And she says, there is an old legend in my family about a spring out in the woods. And it said that
we just came here less than a decade ago.
We came here for a reason.
Remember, a story is as good as the enjoyment is in the telling of the story, not the factual basis.
She's just like, what you tell foreigners and what you tell me are two different things. I want the truth of it.
And the truth of it is, I do have a tree that I planted here. And it's from that tree that we make the root beer.
Okay. She's just like, well, perhaps you'll show me what tree.
I'll do that. But in fact, I promised to speak with you. The party is now under
I
a well.
think we should sacrifice to appease the spirits.
Let's
The river
talk.
spirits have been acting up lately. It's raining at odd times. My boat becomes untied. I think that there might be elves around. And I know people say that I covet with them and dance about nude in the moonlight, but that's not a thing that I do, Thordis. No one appreciates elves. They're horrible, vile, nasty creatures. But we must appease the spirits of the river to protect us from these elves.
What kind of sacrifice do you suggest?
An animal of some kind, drowned. We leave the body there.
In the river or in the well?
river. I don't think river spirits are going to come to your well. It's not that impressive of a well.
Good. I think it just we take Ilsa over to like, the pen where we keep all the pigs, and Tortoise is like pointing out the pigs.
Okay, she picks one at seemingly at random and is like, that one. I'll take it down myself right now and drown it.
Okay.
I'll make sure the spirits know that you have offered it up, Thordis.
Do you need help? Should I get Ulrich or Haldor?
I think Haldor should come with me.
Okay, well, I trust Haldor. Assuming he would not be upset. He has had a very rough day. He may not be physically able to aid the boar, and I can't say that in front of him.
Oh.
His pride would be...
I think Haldor is very physically able. He'll be just fine for what I need.
Very well. I will tell Haldor to do this. So Thordis goes over to Haldor and takes the wine away from him and says, "You've done an excellent job, Haldor. Once again, you do everything perfectly. I need you to do something else now. Ilsa has picked out a healthy young boar. I need you to take this boar down to the river for her. She may do whatever she wishes with this boar."
Of course.
Thank you. I knew I could rely on you, Haldor.
And yeah, Ulrich, Haldor doesn't say another word. He just puts the wine pitcher down, probably in front of Ulrich, and walks off.
Yeah. What's happening with you, Ulrichson, as the wine is placed in front of you?
I think I don't really notice. I'm probably like, I've drank a lot of mead, and I'm probably like with Cole, like teaching him like about like fighting, and, like telling him how I beat Lars. It's like, no, you see, you have to use your opponent's strength against them. When they punch, you do like this, and like faking with him. Like, here, watch, I punch, and you go, oh yes, good job. Like,
he punches you in the face and is like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
I'm sorry, but I'm really not. Because I am a demon child.
Yeah, I'm just.
Why did you have to send Uncle Lars away? He's a good man.
He was disrespecting and dishonoring your mother in this home.
Uncle Lars is an important man. He's
He likes
fought
to
in
think
many
he is,
battles.
yes. I know he is your family, but when the man does things like that, disrespects people, doesn't treat them like they should be treated, and shows no desire to change, you can't live with someone like that, unfortunately.
Oh, it's amazing. You actually don't have that many ways of interacting with this child. Yeah, the kid just like looks at you and is like, "No, Uncle Lars is more important than you. He said that you're dumb and stupid."
Well, who won the fight, I suppose?
Is
Now,
that
how
how
would you
we
like your
prove?
first drink of mead?
He's like, Uncle Lars already let me drink mead 2 summers ago. When I was 3.
Well, that's a little young. I think 5 is a good age, though. Well, enjoy the rest of your party. Clearly, the kid doesn't like me, so I'm gonna leave.
Yeah. I mean, you destroyed his hero right in front of him. However, you do gain a bond with him, and you can mark a check mark on your relationship if you have one with him.
I don't.
All right,
So
then
I'll
you
add
get
it.
a bond on him because you gave him a gift of mead.
Okay.
Good news, Haldor. You're walking alone with a young woman who wants to be seen in your company, holding her pig for her. Do we perhaps get the end scene of the pig violently thrashing in the water as you finish choking the life out of it?
Oh yeah.
Okay. And she's like, "Do you enjoy killing pigs?"
Oh, I just pictured it as pictured that pig as that other pig Lars and Ulrich and them.
Yeah,
Makes it
she like
a lot
swirls
easier.
her skirts around and turns away from you. And we get the same thing we had in her cottage before, where you can't see her face is covered in shadow and her hair is hanging down over it. And she's like, "So you were thinking of Ulrich when you were drowning that pig?"
What?
I was. And Lars and
Did
the
you
boy.
know that when Lars left, he didn't take his Danax with him?
I had actually noticed that, yes.
And she reaches into her boat, which is nearby, and pulls out a Danax.
Ooh.
And so this is like 3 foot of wood with a small but considerable, like very sharp accent. This is what people think of when they see Viking throwing axes, but it's meant to be used as like and I chop you in the neck. A lot of force is being concentrated in one part of the blade. This is a killing
I know this
weapon.
axe very well.
Yeah. Does it have a name? Did Lars call it by a name?
If he did, I'm sure Haldar wasn't paying attention.
All right, yeah. And she hands it to you and is like, "If you take care of Ulrich and the woman, I can do something, and people will accept us as the new leaders of this farmstead. No one will question it. I've gotten some power tonight. All I need you to do is get Ulrich drunk and then slay him in a back room or outside. As long as no one ever knows about it, it'll be fine."
It's like I've already been plying him with as much meat as he could stuff down his greedy gullet already. Shouldn't be that hard.
And so she reaches out to take your hand so you can walk back hand in hand to the long hall. And she's like, "Here, let me throw a blanket over the Danax. I'll have it waiting beside the hearth by the kitchen.
Excellent.
When you need it, you can take it."
Finally, this night will grant me my freedom. Thank you.
The child stays alive, though. He'll be our son.
The child is evil. He should be slain.
And she turns to look at you and is like, "No, he's my son. He's our son now."
Haldar doesn't say anything to that and just turns and heads back to the party.
Okay.
And then begins to continue plying everyone with as much alcohol as humanly possible.
Thordis, let me just ask in general, what's happening in the hall right now? Does anyone have something they want to do?
Lourdes is telling a great story about her husband. How when he came to this land,
we had nothing. Both
Yeah.
ways uphill in the snow.
There was something I kind of wanted to do, but now it's going to seem really, really metagamey.
No, go ahead. You wanted to check where your weapons were that you forgot earlier?
No, I was going to talk to Haldor.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Is this the scene where both of you are leaning against the hearth enjoying a glass of mead together in friendship?
Alder knows that Ulrich doesn't trust him. That would not happen.
Does he? Is that part of your relationship? Oh yeah, you wouldn't trust him with a weapon.
I wouldn't trust him with a weapon.
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen you fight or do it. I've only seen you do slave stuff.
All right.
Yeah. So at some point, Haldor and Ulrich are near each other. I think maybe like you're like serving drinks or something like that, and I like walk over. I have my drinking horn and like another mug or something. And Haldor, how about you take a break and enjoy a drink with me?
Ulrich, I appreciate that, but in events such as this, I work until everyone passes out.
I'll let you
That is
drink
my
from
role.
the horn.
I have already been disruptive enough this eve. I don't think it would be good for me to continue to neglect my duties.
Oh, well, that's a shame. But I suppose if you're a hard worker, so that's good. That was not good what Lars did to you. I just wanted to say that. I know we don't get along, but I don't like seeing things like that.
You showed considerable restraint letting him live. I was actually somewhat surprised.
If
Truth be told, you're a
if
much
he can
better
change
fighter
his
than I
ways, that
can
would be
root
good.
for.
But yes, to be completely truthful, not having a weapon helped that. But yes, it would be good if he could change his thoughts. If he can accept that Thordis is the ruler of the homestead for now, then maybe he can come back someday. But for now, he is just too dishonorable of a man to.
He will not let it lie.
If he does something again, I will defend the homestead as I do.
Next time you should remember your weapon.
that I should.
Oh my god, that's such a weird thing to say to him, considering you're planning on killing him in a few minutes.
Well, if you do happen to take a break and enjoy a drink, I will share one with you. But until then, continue the good work.
Perhaps in a little while. And
All right.
I refill his horn.
I meant what I said. I will let you drink from the horn.
That would be very kind of you.
All right.
I continue to refill his horn.
All right. All right. I'll take the mead and drink it and just kind of nod and then move on to talk to some of the other families there or something.
Ulrich actually hears Halder say to one of the other servants, "Nice guy, that one."
Yeah. Things start to come to a head as the evening begins to wind down. A lot of people are complimenting Thordis on the party and have come to pay their respects to Cole, leaving gifts of trinkets, things carved from wood, nothing very expensive, nothing that would indicate that they have money. And you know, I would say, from what we've described so far, you probably have like a dozen people in attendance, and that's everyone on your farmstead. And now it's just down to the named characters.
Mm-hmm.
And Ilsa's giving you the eyes right now, Haldor, and not the "let's go out back" eyes. The like, let's
Hurry up.
let's take the Huskarl out back eyes. and lays down the blanket next to the hearth.
Ilsa's Cole is falling asleep, so she picks him up to take him to put him to bed.
Okay.
And
Cole, yeah, like when you try to shake Cole, Cole's like, no, I don't want to go to sleep, Mom. Staying up all night.
is he stay up all night like your father?
Like Lars. Lars stayed up all night drinking.
Lars.
Bring me another cup, he says to
I think she.
the Haldor.
Like magically appears with another cup of mead. Here you go, buddy.
He
Drink
sloshes,
up.
he sloshes some on your feet in the process. And given that, you know, it's like 55, 60, that's going to get fairly cold pretty quickly.
And I refill Thordis's cup while I'm at it.
First doesn't drink it, she just sighs, and she takes the meat away from Cole and just picks him up. Because he's like a little bratty
I mean,
5-year-old.
yeah, he's like 5 years old.
You've had enough.
He's like,
Little
no,
drunk.
put me down. No, I can walk on my own 2 feet. I'm a man now.
Okay.
I have to
Okay.
do what Lars used to do.
Okay, tell me more about what did Lars used to do?
Well, he used to kick the dumb slave. He runs over and kicks you in the knee.
I'm holding him.
Okay,
picked
he's
him
trying to get to you, Haldor. He's like, ah, and you're like holding him by his shirt tag.
And I literally have picked him up at this point. And I'm like,
Yeah.
so one day, Haldor will be your slave. You have to learn.
One day, Haldor will be dead.
One day we will all be dead.
I look forward to that day, young master.
Yeah. Well, while I'm drinking in Valhalla, you can rot in hell. Rot with hell.
I'm like just looking at him and thinking about his words, and I want to spend my bond with him.
Okay. You want to ask
I
him a
wanna know.
question?
How could I get his character to love Haldor like his father,
Could you get him to like his father?
or like Lars in this case?
You need to replace the idea that Lars is like a man's man in his eyes. Like, you've given him stories of how great his dad is, but then he heard the like real stories from Lars where it's like, yeah, he took that bridge, then he fell drunk off the side of the
Yeah.
bridge and got pooped on by a cow after the battle because he was too tired to get up.
You need to show him that Gaston isn't really that cool.
Yeah. And I think Ortis.
The thing is, I just want to say this real quick. Gaston actually is that cool. Before you dump on him too much, Gaston actually does appear to be the hero of that town.
And I think Ortis thinks back to when they captured Haldor and realizes that Haldor has those qualities. And
You want to
says,
use Haldor as a
Haldor.
stand-in for your dead husband?
absolutely. He's
Hey,
like,
make your hair
Haldor,
like
bring
this.
bring these guests. We will put them. We put them in Cole's room, and she just picks up Cole and the horn of mead.
Oh
And
man! So
We
that
go-
this
we go to
leaves
the room.
that just leaves Ilsa and Ulrich together.
Yeah, I think Ulrich is like he like sees everybody leaving, or he does like the like he like licks and like kind of like pushes his hair back. and, like,
She's
tries
moving
look-
to the other side of the room, so I'm guessing it's like 40 or 50 feet long. Like while you're doing this, she's cleaning the tables on the far end, just to help out, you know, like a potluck thing.
Yeah.
Pointedly not paying any attention to you.
Okay, I think he sees that, like, okay, she's cleaning, I can help. So he goes over and starts helping clean, and just like gives her like a big warm smile, like kind of like helping like put the plates together and like taking them. We haven't spoken in a while, Ilsa. How have you been?
I've been fine, except for the river spirits. They've been untying my boat.
Oh yes, I'm very sorry to hear that.
It was nice of you to protect Haldor today.
Yes, Lars is not a good person. I'm glad that he is gone. After
The knives go on the left.
yes, yes. Ha. After we are done cleaning, would you maybe like to go for a walk?
I don't think that's appropriate. We don't have a chaperone.
Well, I am an adult. I am a man. I think it would be okay.
You would think that, yes. If only Lars was here to keep an eye on us. Just in case one of us was to do anything untoward.
Well, if Lars was here, he would probably just be insulting me or claiming that he owns everything. Probably trying to take something that isn't his again. I just thought the moon probably looked very nice, and it would be nice to see it with you.
Aww.
I was thinking of walking and seeing the moon with Aldor.
Oh. I look to where they left. Like, oh. Oh, he might be busy with Thordis and Cole.
Are you saying he would be busy with Thordis?
If she needs him to do something.
And she like slams a plate down, and we get the again hair covering her face, darkness, shadow, and she's like, "So what are you saying? Are you saying that she often needs him to do something for her?"
Things around the house and at work, yes.
Oh my.
He tends to things, yeah, as do I.
You're nothing like Haldor.
Right, I am the host, Carl. He is a thrall. We are different.
She picks up the stacks of plates and moves toward the kitchen. And when we see her as she's going along, the light is occasionally flickering on her, but only on her eyes, which are like burning bright blue. And then everything falls into shadow, and then she passes another torch. And
darn it, old Ricky did it again.
what's happening in the back room, Haldor, Thordis? Any murder yet?
Well, Thordis is telling these stories about Lars, the real stories. And she's also telling the stories about Haldor and how hard it was to capture him. And what a great man he was.
I feel like you're definitely raising your voice and talking some sense. Would you
Absolutely.
agree? Let's roll some versed.
All right.
But first, tell me some stories. I want to hear some before we roll.
No, when Lars, I tell the story that my husband told me about Lars when he was a child, how he had climbed a tree to, get a barrel of apples so that the whole family could have apple pies. And we tell that story. We also tell the story about how he fell off the tree and squashed all the apples, and that saved a lot of work. We tell the story about how he wanted to catch a bunny for his sister, and when he put his hand in the rabbit hole, a snake bit it, and it took him a month to recover. We tell him the story about how the first time he had a farm, how he planted all the plants like very diligently, and then he didn't water them because he thought that the gods would water them for him. As
Jesus. All right.
And then we tell him about how Haldor, do you tell us some amazing stories? Because I don't know them, but Thordis would.
Roll some verse.
Were you a great military leader? Were you a religious man? Were you a writer or a poet?
He was a murderous street rat. Okay, an 8. All right. What does that give us? You can 1-for-1 to spend hold on anyone in the area, so Cole or Haldor, to give them advice on future actions and give them a +1 or -1. If this is the first time you've done a move with your boy, go ahead and mark off a relationship.
Yeah. Okay.
Cole's just like, huh. Well, maybe Haldor's there's more than meets the eye to him. He's not just some smelly naked guy who gets kicked in the balls.
And I also want to spend my my bond on Haldor. No, what would it take for you to love my son like your own?
Nothing in the world.
Oh. Do I get to keep my bond if you deny me?
He answered.
Okay.
I mean, you wanted to know. Now your character's aware.
All right.
Oh, maybe it's like a super sad moment where you're
Yeah.
like looking at him and trying to read in his face if he has any connection at all to Cole, and you're just
there.
like, wow.
Maybe there's a tear in her eye.
What is your expression towards Cole like, Haldor?
Oh, very carefully neutral right now.
Yeah, you read the lines of
Like I'm
neutrality.
smiling slightly as Thordis is telling the stories. Is very good storytelling. You should like. Yes, time to go to sleep now.
Yeah, and you pick up on the falsity that he's throwing up as a shield.
Mm-hmm.
Haldor, you see Ilsa in the doorway behind Thordis. And she's got like a kitchen knife gleaming in the torchlight, moving slowly behind her.
So I'm guessing both the boy and Tortoise are somewhat facing me a little bit.
Yeah.
So I actually say, I have a story to tell about your father and about the day he captured me. And I go into a
slowly creeping closer.
very long, very detailed, very, very stylized description of what sounds like a perfectly choreographed fight scene from an epic movie, and the most awesomest of awesome fights.
Beowulf tore off the arm and handed it to your father, and
finally, after he broke my axe in half, and I threw the butt end of it at his face, cutting him. Do you remember the scar he had right there? That was from the axe handle that I threw at his head. I continued to fight to my last breath, but still the man had honor. He refused to kill me. He recognized a kindred spirit when he saw one. And yeah, I'm just trying to drag out the story as long as I can until Ilsa can get close.
Can you tempt fate for me real quick there, Thordis?
Let's see. So that is...
This is like
is that weird?
Thordis is rolling it.
Oh.
Just for not getting stabbed roll. 8.
8.
Okay. Yeah. So maybe you hear a noise behind you and you turn and manage to block the blow just in time.
Actually, can I say that she stabs me, but I have time to say something? Make sure she understands it?
Yeah.
So she stabs me. Maybe I'm not dead. Maybe I am. I don't really care. And I just tell her, Haldor will never love my son.
Wow, that's a really deep thing to say. Can you roll to endure grave harm as you go on the way out?
All right, so that's young.
I was going to say, as soon as she says that, I pull the knife out and I slit her.
Failure.
Oh, shit. Yeah, like the two of them set about just murdering you in front of the kid. As you watch your lifeblood spurting out of you from the murdering, Cole is just watching like, yeah.
Oh my god, that's good.
I think I need to get the hell out of here.
As you're dying, your last thoughts are about how your kid is just reveling in your murder death.
And I turn and look at him and say, "That's why you never trust a slave." And I walk out.
Yeah, and behind you is Ilsa, just like, all right, get the axe. I'll distract him. You take him from behind.
He is attracted to you. You should use that.
Ugh, that's disgusting. But I'll
it's
do what I have
effective.
to. We'll be free soon. So yeah. Who's
So like I make sure there's no blood on me or anything like that, and
I was gonna say actually, there's definitely blood on both of you. It was very bloody.
Yeah, I definitely go wash, make sure there's no sign or indication.
All right, Ilsa gets out first then, and is just in the flickering firelight, entertaining our young Huskarl. So she comes out. She's a little bit more coy than she was before. Oh, Ulrich, I didn't know you were still here.
Oh, yes, I just thought I would stay by the fire.
Yes. You know, I was just talking to Thordis, and she was saying how there's no man in town who's as inspiring as you.
Oh, that was nice of her to say.
Yes, I agree. There just isn't any man in town who's quite like you. Would you like to come sit by the fire?
Sure.
I was thinking of warming up some of the mead.
Oh, yes, good. All right.
Is there anything you want to tell me?
Well, since we have been here at the homestead, he gulps a little bit, like he's actually a little nervous. He looks back up, and I've appreciated you for a while now. That is why I wanted to take a walk with you, to tell you. But if you don't, that's okay. You seem to like Haldor.
I really feel like you're going somewhere tonight, Ulrich.
Going somewhere.
Do we see Haldor in the background with the Dane axe?
Yeah, just kind of sauntering slowly forwards, walking very lightly. Just a cold grin on his face.
Yeah, so she gets up and moves away from you, Nick. And you're definitely getting a sense of danger as you turn and see a gleaming Dane axe in the hand of Haldor.
Haldor,
And
why
I'm
do you have that?
strike.
It sounds like you guys are engaging in a physical challenge then?
Okay.
It's like I don't even waste any words. It's
so
Unfortunately, Haldor, killing a kinswoman in her own house, the gods and the fates are looking down on you and give you a -1 to this roll.
ooh.
Yeah, house murderer. She gave you
So
protection
do
and you
we-
gave her death.
do we both just roll accepting a physical challenge?
I think that you are accepting the physical challenge, Huskarl. And as an alternative, take a +1 for the fates boosting you
Okay.
at his expense.
Hey-oh!
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
You're faster and stronger, and you still manage to win. Let's describe this fight real quick. Maybe Haldor isn't much of a fighter after years of slavery, or maybe it's just a truly epic
Like
Yeah.
I
battle.
said, I don't trust him with a weapon. See, you
Definitely
cannot wield this.
extremely rusty.
Yeah, so he probably like comes down to chop, and I like grab the axe and like we wrestle with it for a while. Then I like shove him away and pull it with me.
You see, as your back's turned, you've clearly won. But you see in the glint of the axe that something is moving behind you. And as you turn, it's just like Lars was moving, in kind of that just straightforward, complete charge. Ilsa with a dinner knife running directly center of mass at you. What do you do?
And I'll be immediately moving towards him as soon as he turns his back on me.
I mean, we'll see what happens here, bud. Don't let the gambits pile up. Let's figure out how this one plays out.
I'm not sure if this would be accepting a physical challenge. I don't want to fight her.
She's not a man.
I just want to like move on. Like she runs. I like shove past her, and I want to run to Thordis and see what's going on.
Yeah, you shoved your way past her easily. You know, you push her out of the way. She's no physical match for you.
Okay.
You're a trained warrior with a weapon, and she's a, you know, you're already hopped up on adrenaline. She's got a kitchen knife and no armor. You run back to the back room, and Cole is like drawing in his mother's blood.
I don't know. I might actually start to like this kid after all.
He looks up at you and is like, "Oh, are you back here to help me? I was just drawing some runes. They say that Odin cut his eye out and then drew the runes in his blood."
Thordis, no.
I think once Ulrich ran off, I will retrieve the axe.
Okay.
I'm
before going after him, walking.
He's got the axe.
Oh, you have the axe?
Yeah, he took the axe from you.
I'll take the knife from Ilsa.
Okay. You go to snatch the knife, and she's like, "No, this is my knife.
Fair enough.
It's important. It has the blood of a master on it."
Fair enough.
I'm so sorry, Cole.
Shit, they sold all the weapons.
I'm leaving Cole to fight these
I'll
two.
go get the stick.
She shatters a plate and hands you one of the shards.
That'll work.
I was hoping you'd go for the forge hammer.
So you've got like a clay plate. That forge hammer is where it was left, all the way back in Ilsa's house.
Yeah.
She's not strong enough to lift it and carry it all the way to your house.
As I'm walking back, like from the room to the Great Hall where they are, I'm kind of like shouting out. I'm saying things like, "Even in their death, a huskarl defends the honor of the homestead. I will do this for the family, because it is what I am best at." And I'm boasting about my defending
that didn't sound like much of a boast. It sounded like your job description.
Well, I'm saying how good I am at it. Like,
I
even in
mean,
their death, I'm going to do it.
Say how good you are at it.
That's an oath, not a boast, dude.
Give me some boasting. Come on, man. I can be really arrogant for you. Yeah. You know, you could talk about how this is going to be just like that time you slit the throat of Gurnik the Beardless. Be as easy as taking down a child.
You also just consider an uneasy situation.
That's true. That's the thing you could do. But he's definitely trying to boast. But we need some.
I guess I'll consider an uneasy situation then.
Well, I mean, this is definitely an uneasy situation. You're gonna get murdered in the middle of the night by some slaves. One slave and one possible witch. Go ahead and roll versed. We'll see how it goes. Okay, you went very well.
Sure, now he starts rolling really well.
It's an 11. I mean, yeah, you got to roll well when you really need it. Ask 2 questions from the list.
What is the safest position I can take?
The safest position you can take is eliminating them as soon as possible. If you let them get out of here, they're probably going to be able to get more weapons than just, you know.
I'm going to go get the stick.
What is the most I can make out of the situation?
Challenging Haldor to home Ganga and just finishing him off. The ritual duel. If you challenge him to Holmganga, as a man, he either has to do it or back down forever.
Okay.
If he cares anything about honor.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm walking out, like holding the axe, and then Haldor, in defense of the honor of this homestead, I challenge you to Holmganga. Right here and now.
Very well. What are your terms?
We fight here now to the death. You've killed the master. A good woman. And if I cannot kill you, then there's no point in me living anymore. So
You know,
one of
Ulrich,
us, only one of us will leave here alive.
a good person does not take slaves. A good person also does not condone slavery. You are as she is. Very well. Either I die or you die. One of the two shall happen now.
Which of you is attacking first in this duel?
He issued the challenge. I'm accepting it.
Okay. Then you roll the accept a physical challenge.
So that's
And
plus young, right?
let's describe the playing area, right? Is this happening in the main hall over the tables? Are you guys going to fight like on a theater stage up and down the tables? Like a side scroller? Like, ha! 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 Block, block, block. Is that what's about to happen?
Hadouken.
Hadouken.
He unleashes this great spiritual rune. But yeah, let's talk about where you are during this fight.
Well, I will have retrieved the shame stick, and I'm going to be fighting him with that.
God, you're gonna beat him to death with his own shame stick.
Or die trying.
So is it taking place just outside the main hall? Like light pouring out of the hall, under the moon. All right, I see Tux is nodding now. All right, we're down with this then. So, fortunately for Ulrich, he's got some armor, which is going to let him absorb some blows in a battle. And we'll talk about that if you have to deal with it. But for you, my friend, you don't even have shoes. So, you're in a bit of trouble. Let's go ahead and talk about your fighting styles. How do you two go at this?
I would be using the shame stick in a very spear-like method, quick, short jabs, because Ulrich does not have a shield. So that'll allow me to help keep him at a distance and still allow me to inflict some harm and wear him down.
Yeah, just beat him to death with a log, apparently. What about you, Ulrich?
In my head cannon, there's like the blade kind of like there's like a little gap between the blade and like the handle. So what I'm trying to do is like I'm like blocking the stick, blocking it, and then I'm trying to find the point where I can like grab it in that and rip it out of his hands. And
you want to sword break him. Yep.
Yeah. Kind of doing like my usual style of like I'm seeing some sort of advantage I can take and then take that advantage and like end it there once I am able to take it.
So as the two of you collide, one tries to rip the weapon out of the other. The first tries to smack the second with the giant log. Let's roll your physical challenge. See how it goes, Thrall.
See, so that's plus young.
It is indeed. A 12.
That would be
good.
a 12.
Okay. Yeah, you take a hit to your armor, unfortunately, my good friend. You have one piece of armor. How much armor do you want to put into an attempt to block this blow? So if you spend the armor, you won't get to use it again. But you might be able to prevent enduring grave harm.
I will put whatever I can into it.
Okay, 1 piece then. Roll 2d6 plus 1. Okay, you do not endure grave harm. You get to pick from 2 of these 3 options. Let's see here. A piece of your armor is destroyed. You stumble from impact and lose something important, or you are inconvenienced and take -1 forward.
Pick one of those.
2. Pick 2.
I guess my armor's destroyed and I'll be inconvenienced.
Okay, you take a -1 forward. But it's your turn to physical challenge the shit out of him. Tell me, gentlemen, write me a word story picture page about how this armor piece gets destroyed and how it leaves our good friend Ulrich Ulrichsen with the upper hand.
I'm thinking like he's like getting in. I'm trying to block and like trying to grab that, but like it's not working. And so he's just getting all these hits in on my chain, and like he's just battering the chain enough that it's starting to break apart. But then like so like
I was thinking maybe a buckle or critical buckle or something like that gets destroyed, and so it's like at an awkward angle and it's not really protective anymore.
Mm-hmm. But then like you're kind of like you're like getting in to hit that, but you've like opened yourself up a little bit, and I see that, and this will be me when we roll to see what happens.
That's true. You also get to mark your relationship, Thrall, with the Huskarl. You get to check mark it because you use the move on him. Can Golden spend his bonds from beyond the grave? Yes.
I only have 1 bond left, and that is with Ilya.
I'll tell you what. You have a Fates bond. I'll let you spend that on whatever you want to do. The gods have already smiled on you once. They'll continue to smile on you if you want to.
I like the idea that the gods don't condone slavery.
Oh, so you want
my!
You want to spend it against the Huskarl?
No, I'm just not going to spend it.
Oh, you're not going to spend it. Okay.
It's just she's in bad shape.
The gods are going to stay out of it.
I'm just going to stay out of it. This is an even match off. They both have their honor, and that's what is being decided here.
All right.
So it's since I have -1, it's just a straight 2d6.
All right. Roll well, warrior.
Nope.
Well, that's really bad.
Yep. I believe I'm dead.
Let's see here. You endure grave harm. Roll plus young.
That was just forward, not ongoing, right?
Yeah, that was forward.
Okay.
So you're good. Okay. You've got some options here with an 11. You get to pick 2. It will get better. It doesn't leave a permanent mark, and it gives you purpose.
It will get better on its own, and it gives me purpose.
So I like the idea that as you get struck down, you end up face down in the river, and everybody assumes you're dead.
I would not assume he's dead. I don't make those assumptions.
But maybe the river's carrying him away too quickly for you to follow. Because if he was going to die, he would have had to roll fatal. So some way he survives this.
Or maybe you're both being drawn downriver to a waterfall.
Oh, man.
Waterfall.
I'll take that suggestion. Yeah, maybe like as the fight goes on, you get closer and closer to the river. The Huskarl gets knocked out and goes down. You're following him towards the waterfall downstream? You swimming after him?
I wouldn't swim after him. It'd be faster to run along the shore.
Okay. I mean, yeah, you run along the shore. His body's floating along with the rapidly gaining speed water. He doesn't seem to be breathing, but you never know.
Never trust that they're a corpse until you can verify they're a corpse.
So what are you going to do about it, bud?
Keep on following until he stops or gets caught on a rock or something somewhere.
Okay. I need you to tempt fate to just run blindly through a rainstorm at midnight.
Let's see. So that's weird plus weird.
Yeah. The gods smile upon you, friend. You pull it off, but the fates gain a bond on you.
That's like the second one they have on me.
Let's talk about what's going on with you there, Ulrich. You're kind of drowning to death.
Yeah.
You're about to go over a waterfall. You know it's coming up, and in the flashes of lightning, you can see Ulrich's death in the Dane axe of I can't remember your name, Haldor. There we go, Haldor. You like as the lightning comes down, the lightning of Thor, you see that sharp, jagged Dane axe, and you see your reflection gleaming in it, and you look like a dead man already. He's just feet away from you on the shore, trying to keep pace with you. What's wrong? I just saw you go, oh fuck, so
we don't have to go back, but that should have been a 7. My challenge roll.
Wah, 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 wah.
Yeah, I guess I try to get out of river.
Yeah, so you crawl yourself bloody and battered out of the river.
As soon as he gets close enough, I'm on him.
I accept this physical challenge.
Okay, let's do it. The two of you struggle. I assume that there's a really big drum beat song, like da-da-da, da-da-da, as we go to the bad battle of him, like, trying to bring the axe down, and you're like, no!
Now, I have... I can try and spend a bond on this with him, can't I?
Yes, you can spend bonds to lower the score.
Okay, so I still have a bond of 1. Is that right?
Yep.
So I could only lower it to a 9?
Yes.
I'll do that.
Tux counter bonding?
Can I do that?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I spend mine.
You bring it back up to a 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. You win.
There's
the
no
challenge.
bonuses for him just having the crap knocked out of him and just finish. He's still climbing out of the water.
He got better real fast.
Like right there.
Actually,
Nothing.
it won't get better on his own. But yeah, are you looking to hurt him?
I took a scar. Addled.
You took a scar? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's bad.
Yeah, I'm addled. So like my brain's probably like messed up and like it's blurry, but I'm just like blindly fighting.
I need you to roll to enter Grey Farm there, Haldor Freeman.
Okay, so that
That's your new
is
name, Haldor Freeman.
Young.
Yep. Well, good news and bad news. You're not dead, but I need you to pick one of those options from the Endure Grey Farm.
It gives me purpose.
Okay, you're gonna take 2 bonds.
Uh-huh.
What scar would you like to take?
I think, given the position and everything like that, probably a deep gash along the side.
Are you taking crippled, addled, changed, or doomed?
Crippled.
Okay, -1 young. Yeah. So as the two of you continue to beat the hell out of each other, just a guy walks out of the night and is like, "What foolishness is this? Put your weapons down."
Who is this person?
This guy is wearing like a tunic and like an English pants, like tights. And there's like fleur-de-lis all over his tunic. He looks very fancy, but also very wet.
Interesting. I like turn and look at Ulrich like, what the fuck?
Yeah, we probably like
Pause.
shrug and just keep fighting.
Oh, okay, so you're not pausing.
No,
He's
not
like,
at all.
"You will stop now. I bring you demands from the Jarl of Unnik. You people owe your taxes."
Look, whoever you are, there's no homestead to pay taxes anymore.
You will pay taxes one way or another. The Jarl of Unlik will get his money.
That's not how this works. Everyone's dead.
And he's just like, something goes through his eyes, and he like pulls out a crossbow, and he's like, "Not everyone, I think."
I think I'd like to pay no mind.
Wow.
Oh my god! Amazing. Okay. Yeah. I mean, if you fail, you're totally gonna get shot. But if you
Oh, well.
succeed, you might not get shot.
Oh my
You
god!
failed so bad. You
Bye-bye.
failed so bad.
So I'm like trying to edge behind Ulrich. Oh, I'm edging behind Ulrich to try and not be noticed, and they shoot the crossbow, and he like dodges, and it just hits me right in the eye.
Go ahead and roll for Endure Grave Harm. But yeah, he doesn't just shoot the crossbow. He does like a gunslinger stance where he holds it out wide. It's ridiculous. No one would ever shoot a crossbow this way.
Right now, I want to spend my bonds. He's gonna die. That was very dishonorable.
Oh, you're gonna bump it?
Yeah, I'm gonna bump it down twice. I can do that.
So it's a 10 now?
No, it's a 6.
Oh shit!
Oh, you bump it down.
Oh,
Oh!
That was very dishonorable.
Well, good news. You're dead.
All right.
It's shot in the eye, and we get the slow motion shot of it coming out the backside of your head with a bunch of stuff. And you fall backwards into the river as Ilsa looks on and is like, "No!" You go over the falls, and then you hit your head on a rock and it splits open, and there's no question. You're definitely dead. Totally over.
does Ilsa dive off after him?
Not yet. Don't worry. We'll get to Ilsa in a moment.
Oh, that would have been so good if I could pull that off.
The Jarl's
Yeah.
messenger starts reloading the crossbow and is like, "So, you want to talk now?"
I'll drop my axe. I'll drop the axe in the mud, and just like that man killed Thor, this bull's daughter.
I don't
the
know who
homestead.
that is. Oh, that's right. She's the one who I came here to make pay taxes.
Yes,
Well, if you're dead,
the widow of
she's
Yoki.
dead, and her whole family's dead, then I can just take whatever I want. It's gonna be a good tax season, I think. And so yeah, he starts walking towards you as he finishes reloading the crossbow. You've already dropped your weapon. He's like, "Any last words?"
If you want, I have nothing left anymore. If you want, I can come work for the Jarl. Might be better than simply killing me.
Why would I trust you?
I have nothing left anymore. It's either I die or I come work for the Jarl.
Tempt fate. Good luck. Good luck.
Yep.
Oh,
I'm going to bump that up twice.
oh, interesting. From beyond the
goes to an
grave. Well, the fates are going to take their mark on you, Ulrich Ulrichsen. And I feel like this is the Battlestar Galactica all along the Watchtower moment where he like puts the crossbow down and offers you a hand to help you up. And it's just like, "Welcome to the Jarl of Ulnix's service, son. Now, let's go see what we can find in that village of yours."
Oh fuck.
All
Along the Watchtower.
right, so we ended a little early, but only because the bloodshed got started really quickly and was super brutal.
I still have a bond with Ilya, so I want to say, with Ilsa. So my spirit will haunt her forever, and if she ever lets my son come to harm,
I mean, I love the idea of her using your spirit as part of her witchcraft.
yeah,
You're
yeah,
like, "I'm gonna
I can
haunt
do
her," and
things.
she's just like, "Sweet."
Yeah.
no, as long as my son is all right, it's good.
Yeah, maybe that's like a conversation if you want to have one real quick over like a bubbling cauldron. You're summoned out of the mist, and Ilsa's like, "So it's you again, Thordis.
Oh,
Hell's not been treating you well?"
I never stepped foot in hell.
Well, you died dishonorably.
It's a matter of perspective, I suppose.
I've taken your boy as my own. He hardly remembers you anymore.
He doesn't need to remember me. He needs to live and become a great man someday.
He will. I'll make sure of it.
And we have no quarrel.
Well, then this is very awkward.
But if you fail to protect him, if he fails to become a great man like he should be, I'll make sure you join me in hell.
I'll make sure his word is fulfilled. Now, I don't suppose you hid any treasure around the house that I could take.
Yes, the silver from selling the weapons. I can tell you where to find it.
Good. We're going
It's
to have a
underneath
good
the
relationship,
tree.
Lourdes. You're far more useful to me dead.
You don't know half of it.
Move the butter from one shelf to another. All right, so how did we feel about Saga the Icelanders? It got
Pretty
very
good.
bloody and very PvP.
I'm pretty sure that was because I like to think that's because it was a one shot.
Yeah, sure. We'll go with
If it was
that.
an
this
actual
is
game,
sure,
I
why
don't
not?
think it would have gotten that bad.
This is how I play Apocalypse World every time. Everyone's dead at the end.
I mean, I've had several multi-episode arc Apocalypse World games.
How does that work? You gotta die by the end every time.
No, we had everyone survive an
Unless
Apocalypse
it's a
World.
one shot, yeah, that'd be really boring.
I've done this before on a 5-episode arc, and it was also very entertaining.
All right.
So, I mean, if you're watching this on YouTube, or if you're watching it live and you want to see it, just click on the YouTube button. Go check it out.
I'm not a big fan of how combat works in this.
Yeah. The thing is, combat between players isn't really supposed to happen that much.
Right,
And it
well,
became a very central focus during the murder plot.
Yeah, but like the fact that the attacker doesn't get to decide how the battle turns out.
Yeah.
They just I attack you. Okay, the defender gets to either win
Okay,
or
well, I
lose.
wreck your face.
It's a little weird, I guess. I guess unless it's more about the because the game's not really about fighting, it's about the honor of accepting the challenge. So I guess that kind of makes sense.
Which I can definitely see, this I don't think this is something that's really you don't really see much of in a one-shot format, that you're supposed to be able to build up more bonds and everything like that, to be able to adjust the dice more and play around with it a lot more that way.
Mm-hmm.
Than what we had here. I mean, we had a little bit of it, but
yeah, I mean, yeah, we're also very, very focused with our relationships.
Yeah.
A lot. I know, at least in the role play, and I assume in the other one, like every relationship was basically different with some random other person.
I don't know. I had a blast dying horribly, though. I really did.
Me too.
You even called your death. I don't know how you'd get out of I get shot in the eye and live, but yeah, when you roll poorly, I was like, well, that's canon now.
Yep.
That's the thing that just happened. You get shot in the eye and you die.
No, I was totally fine with it, but I was really hoping to pull off that go unnoticed.
Would have been amazing. Would
It's
have
like,
been amazing.
I'm not here.
But like
I
every
just
other
get
time
out
you
of
rolled
mind
it.
this shit.
Yeah, it was really weird playing the naive, nice character to all of this carnage and destruction.
Why would you play the naive, nice character? You could have
Because
done.
it was fun for me.
It was actually pretty fun for me too.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I actually did not have an intention of my character being as murdery. I was more hoping to be able to set things up for everyone to kill each other instead, but
I mean, that's my
life
job.
gives you fucking lemons, right?
I'm the antagonist. What? I can't antagonize?
Well,
yeah.
Most importantly, the winner of the straw poll of what cookie will the evil elves of the forest kill the Icelanders with was a tie between Coconut Dreams and EL Fudge.
Yeah, of course it's gonna be EL Fudge.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Very
Yeah.
satisfying.
Let's do some outros then. And man, if everyone had read View Scream, I would suggest we play that for the remaining time. But I don't just want to barf it at people.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to get everyone I regularly stream with to read it, though, just so that if a stream doesn't happen or if someone leaves midway through, I'm like, oh, yeah, we should just finish up with View Scream.
Oh,
Yeah, see, I don't even have my green screen set up or anything.
That's
They
okay.
need to throw up one of those as the background,
I feel like
Some
when I
sort
turned
of-
on my
some sort of
green
ship,
screen, all of a
Like
sudden,
some sort of ship wall or something in the background.
something
Well,
bad.
they have slats.
Yeah. I need to get that and read it because it sounds amazing.
I mean, you can get it for free on Drive-Thru-RPG by searching for View
Yeah.
Scream.
Oh, is it free?
Yeah.
Oh,
View Scream
snap.
First Edition is free. View Scream Second Edition is $12.
Ah.
No,
I don't know what View
I got both.
The playtest of Second Edition is included.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah,
shoot, I'm
so
gonna have to.
let's do
Go
some
buy some.
outros. I'm APGamingREAL. I was the master of ceremonies tonight. Things went interesting. It got very bloody very quickly. Things started out as just a drunken, washed-up old soldier who rapidly became the antagonist. And then it became about a nice young girl who might secretly be a witch, who turned out to just, be a witch. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook, all at APGamingREAL. If you want to grab that merch, check all those places for the non-existent merchandise. And if you really enjoyed it, perhaps you'd like to support my Patreon by going to patreon.com/APGamingREAL. Tux, let's talk about you again.
Hey everybody, I'm your Ulrich. I was happy to play Ulrich Ulrichsen, the nice, well-meaning Viking that lost everything in a tragic accident and now works for some sort of Jarl. You can find me doing other such things on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube, all at Tuxtradamus. Here quite often, such as Saturday, we'll be back with Winter's Edge after a few weeks of not playing.
Yay!
I'm very excited to get back to. Next Thursday, we'll be starting our short run of Shadowrun, which is going to be super cool. And yeah, that's about it for me. Thanks for watching, everybody.
SidAlpha, let's talk about you.
Well, boys and girls, I am SidAlpha. I had a blast here, playing Halder the Murderer.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you're just called Halder the Dead Slave.
The Dead Slave. And it's a shame because if I got to live, Ilsa was going to die too because she's a witch.
You monster. You
Wow.
monster.
And I fully intended on killing her as soon as she pulled out that axe. I was like, yep, she's going to betray me, so I'm going to have to kill her first.
She
So
just
that's
wanted
the
to
thing.
live with you forever.
Well, she was going to die.
You are a monster, sir.
Yep. And the boy was going to die too.
God,
Wow, Haldor just cannot stop getting revenge, apparently.
by the
Yep.
gods.
Yep.
Where can people see you take revenge on Digital Homicide?
Well, Digital Homicide is in fact no more. They have ceased to exist. But if you'd like to see what happened that led up to that, you can always go over to my channel, youtube.com/SidAlpha. And in addition to that, I also have gaming news, reviews, and first impressions. I typically have new videos that come out every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. So I actually have something that I'll be putting out this evening. And yeah, this Saturday, we're coming back to Winter's Edge. Super excited. It's been an eternity. And I want to get back to the stabbies and the demon killing and all the great goodness that is Winter's Edge that we've been missing out on for the past few weeks. So that's definitely come back and watch that, guys. It's awesome.
All right, Golden, let's talk about you. The wheel around which this night turned.
I'm glad everything worked out. This reminds me of the good old days. I used to play victims games every Saturday. We'd roll up a new character, and in 2 hours, our characters would be dead. It just brings me back to the good times.
I feel like you would like View Scream a lot. Check it out.
I would really love to play that sometime. Unfortunately, next week we have to play Shadowrun, where my character can't die in the first episode.
Oh, that's true. We do have Shadowrun. It might be the only episode. I don't know if Alice agreed to go an extra week.
Oh.
Yeah, we don't know.
We're gonna have to work that out.
Well, if my character can die in the first episode, it makes it a lot easier for me.
No.
But hopefully not. Hopefully not.
I'm too attached to my character. We cannot only play one session.
I mean, maybe after AP comes back, if you guys upvote the video enough, then we can play
yeah. We'll play a session or two. I'll go on vacation and we'll talk afterwards.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
what do you do? What do you do?
Oh man, I just role play games all the time. This is my life now, is role playing. Yeah, you can catch me on Twitter. It's Haunted Sky with 2 H's. You can catch me on Twitch. It's GoldenWH. The W is silent. Yeah, YouTube. You can find that on my Twitch. But yeah, like Dresden Files, Torchbearer, Burning Wheel, Tokyo Brain Pop. And you can find me on Eric's channel sometimes on a late Friday night.
Playing Firebrands this week?
Stars are right. I put myself on the stand-in because I don't want to bogart Eric's show. So I think I probably won't play this week because I think Firebrands is better with a smaller group. But if they have room, I'm totally down for it.
Okay, well. Any last words from anyone here?
Yeah, I'll be running a couple one-shots for AetherCon, online role-playing game convention, in November. If you're interested in playing role-playing games with people online and can't get on an awesome Twitch channel like APGamingREAL, give that a shot.
I heard that con was currently self-imploding.
It's been self-imploding for like 5 years, and it still lives.
Good luck.
So it's still going to keep going. It'll be on next year, too.
Good luck. Good luck.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to host somebody after this, and we'll be back. New to the YouTube, Twitch tabletop scene. I mean, the best place to go is youtube.com/APGamingREAL, but also youtube.com/Eric Vulgaris. And did you list yours, Golden?
It's youtube.com/Will Hammerand. Just go to my Twitch. There's a link there.
Perfect. Excellent. Those are people to watch.
Indeed, do.
All right. Have a good night.
Night.